The next few things that I wanted to talk about is how to keep information safe. And there are some illustrative examples of how not to keep information safe. Last year, or the year before, we got a phone call from an organisation in the West Midlands because a doctor had taken a set of records home and left them in the boot of his car overnight. He was going to do some audit, but decided that he was too tired, and so left them in the boot of his car. His car got stolen from his drive and was found on some wasteland a few miles down the road, and the records were gone. And that was 50 sets of patients' records. That caused an issue that is still sort of trundling through the system. And even if data is on your systems and stored properly, who has access to it? So this is a news headline from earlier this year concerning Sir Alex Ferguson and a number of people at Salford NHS Foundation Trust getting into trouble for accessing records that they shouldn't have been able to access. The number one reason that the regulator goes after organisations is because they've messed up security. And things that aren't secure are leaving records in the boot of a car, leaving things on your mobile phone, or having a laptop which is in a coffee shop and gets taken. The number one thing that I would recommend that everyone does, and people say, well, what should I spend my money on? Spend your money not on lawyers, but on IT security. It costs very, very little to check that your laptop is encrypted, and you can buy software which can allow your phone to be bricked remotely. And that is the kind of but for the grace of God go I type thing. I've lost in the course of the 10 years that I work at Capsticks 4 mobile phones. I'm still here, and the reason that I'm still here is because those phones have been secured, so that my client's information isn't in a situation where it's got lost. I have a theory that if you have two laptops that look identical, one's encrypted and one isn't, the one that gets lost is always the unencrypted one. I don't know why. There's some kind of cosmic power that allows it to disappear, but we do get that coming up quite a lot. And so keeping data secure, particularly if it's spread across a number of devices and or is in the cloud, is something which is really important. We were talking earlier on at lunchtime about WhatsApp and the idea that you might be sending stuff to people. WhatsApp is pulling data back onto your phone, so you might have, if you're sending clinical imaging, say, through WhatsApp, that's then just sat on your phone in perpetuity afterwards. Or worse yet, it's then being copied from WhatsApp onto your phone, back onto Google's Drive, because your device is sharing information back onto Google's system. So it's worth spending time and money, less on lawyers and more on making sure that your systems are secure to avoid this kind of problem happening.